Should I have kids? Dire warnings from scientists, governing bodies, and the news about the climate crisis' devastating effects on humanity are making me question the decision to add another child to a finite planet. A recent survey found that about 1 in 4 childless adults factored climate change into their decision not to have kids. Is having fewer kids the best answer to ensuring the world will remain a livable one for future generations? I contacted Kimberly, a sustainability and climate scientist who has thought a lot about this question, and her answer was actually no.
It is true that the number of people on Earth does affect how much climate pollution humanity emits, but it's also true that there's huge carbon inequality in the world today. And 10% of the population emits about half of household climate pollution.
In 2017, she co-authored a study that made headlines for its bold conclusion.
We found that there are 4 high-impact personal actions that people in industrialized countries can take to reduce their emissions.
Going flight, car, and meat-free.
The 4th action is choosing not to have an additional child.
But focusing on this action doesn't tell the whole story. Remember that 10% of high carbon emitters that Kim was talking about?
So that's a group that I belong to. If you earn over $38,000 a year, you're also in that group. And that's the group that needs to work on these high impact climate actions.
Which brings us to an increasingly important point: the growing carbon inequality between high and low income earners. It's true that on average, per capita emissions for someone in, say, the United States is twice that of someone living in East Asia and 10 times more than someone living in India. That's a pretty damning number. But research shows that emissions generally rise with wealth, no matter where you live. For example, some of the richest suburbs in the United States have carbon emissions 15 times the size of less affluent neighboring districts. It's clear that humans' impact on the planet has less to do with how many of us there are, and more with how much and what we consume.